All right, guys, what's happening? Sean Ames here from Heart of America FPV. Wanted to do a quick video, super quick video, an update just to check in about the software settings for Freedom Spec this year. If you're coming to I/O, it'd be great to go ahead and get that set up so you don't have to mess with it there. It's super easy, but it would suck to do in a tent. So that's why I want to show you this video. There have been some updates to the software. I'll get into that just in a second, but the whole process, if you have a quad set up on 4.4.1 or 4.4.2, it's incredibly easy. I would just go in and take a dump, or you could do presets. I haven't gotten super comfortable with doing my own presets. So I just always go in, if I've got a working quad, I go into the CLI type dump down here, copy to clipboard. It's now copied. You can now select update firmware up here, auto detect your FC. This is a Foxy or F7. And then this is literally all you have to do. Make sure it's on development build right here in this drop down, release candidate. You have to be on development. And then down here for version, you're going to select 4.4.2 CAC. That's it. Everything else is exactly like Betaflight. If you have like special other options that you do or your radio protocol, I'll just leave all that stock. Click load firmware. I've already done it. Flash firmware. Just gonna go through the flash process here. There was an update to the software, so I went through and did all this to my quads. Well, it's funny, my quads are actually right here. Most of them on the desk. My frame should come in the next day or so. Literally got an entire quad built without an exoskeleton. So, but I went through and updated all this firmware. But there we go, verifying, doing its thing, getting all the beeps, and then now you just click connect, apply custom defaults, and now you're in. Go over to your CLI and just paste that dump that you did. Now, if you're coming from a previous version of CAC, you will see some red lines show up here. What that is in the CAC firmware, if you remember, to get 18,000 RPMs, you used to have to put in 180. Well, now that's been changed to 18,000 proper, and I think it's like a 500 RPM threshold or difference that you can change it by. So once that's pasted, I click save. You're officially updated. That's all it takes. This is exactly the same as Betaflight 4.4.2 with just the extra RPM stuff added in that you can enable in the OSD. And there's a lot of other great OSD elements and stuff that Yvonne did. The one I want to show you here, though, we'll go full screen, is this. This is the pre-arm screen now for Freedom Spec specifically. This will show up all the time, though. I mean, it shows you whether or not your RPM limit is on or off. It shows you if you have a throttle limit on, just because that would be useful, right? Have you ever flown accidentally with a throttle limit? And then is there a motor output limit and that kind of thing. So that's all now completely visible in your pre-arm screen. So for Freedom Spec, you literally just plug it in online and we can confirm on the stream whether or not you're in spec in regard to the software. So that's it, guys. I hope this was helpful to you. It is super easy. I would suggest going ahead and getting it set up. And honestly, even if you don't plan on using the RPM spec, Yvonne's branch of Betaflight, the CAC version, has a lot of other cool things. I'm not going to get into how to do that. You can go over to Yvonne's channel to check all that out, but essentially, the OSD is way easier to navigate for the stuff that you need to do often. You can do custom OSD stuff for your warnings, which I love, and that's it. So, guys, I hope you found this helpful. If it did, like, subscribe, whatever the crap you want to do. I will put a link to 533 down in the description of the video. That is an affiliate link. If you purchase at that link, it'll help me out. That's it, guys. Thanks for checking this out. We'll catch you next time on Heart of America FPV. Later.